Hey everyone, Josh here with Fresh Start Customs, and today we got a super quick video about how, why, and when you want to install older versions. And you're probably wondering, well, why would I want to go backwards? Well, there's a lot of different reasons why, and we're going to get into that here today. With that said, what you want to do first is go up to settings. It's this little gear icon. It may look different in whatever version you're in, but go up to settings, see what version you're on. Right now I'm on the latest 3.0.0 software here. So if you want to downgrade from that, you can downgrade. If you're on an older version, you want to upgrade, you can upgrade the same way. I'm going to show you that here too. With that said, also in settings, this is where you can change from like millimeters to inches. I think by default it's on millimeters, so I just like to point that out really quick. And you may have to do this either before or after a downgrade or upgrade, so keep that in mind. Another thing that you want to check and notate before you actually do the upgrade or downgrade is your settings here. So what I mean by that is you want to actually open up your actual settings material list up top here. And if you have custom materials set up, you want to make sure you save any of that. So if you clicked add and you added your own custom settings, manually write that down and save it, because a lot of the times this will get erased and you're going to have to redo all of these settings whenever you downgrade or upgrade in some situations here. It usually doesn't retain that information. If they change that since then, that's great, but I highly recommend you write all this down. Now, with all that said, I'm going to show you how. We're going to talk about why and when. So first up, how. Let's go to the internet here, and you're just going to go to WeCreat.com, their main homepage here. Then you're going to click on software, and then that will load, and you can click download right here, which will bring you down to the very bottom here. So once you're on the very bottom here, you can go ahead and you can download the most current version right here, or you can download the most current version of like iPad and those types of things. If you scroll down a little bit further, just a little bit further, you'll have the historical versions. This is the older versions I'm talking about. So you can go all the way back to version 1.0.5. Or you can go back just one version here. A lot of people like this version, and a lot of people like this version here. So you can choose which versions you like. And then for the Mac operating system, you'll click on Mac OS here. And I would definitely recommend rolling back to this one for right now if you're having any kind of stuttering issues on 3.0. A lot of people like this version right here. So just keep that in mind. That is how you downgrade. You just click on that and download it. My computer is Windows computer, so for example, if I just click on that here, it's going to start downloading right here, and then you can just launch it and it'll automatically override and install your program. I have faith that you guys can double click on this folder here and launch it. I don't need a downgrade. I like 3.0.0, but that is how you downgrade. Now let's talk about the why. The why is, like I said, with Mac computers, there's been like a glitch or a slowed down version where it's kind of just been slow for some people. Some people don't have any issues at all, but if your computer is struggling to run it, that's the reason why people will downgrade to this Mac version right here that I'm talking about. That one seemed to be pretty stable for people. The only issue with that is the color bars and stuff are kind of in the way, like the layers bar and those types of things. Some people didn't like that, so keep that in mind. The other reason why a lot of people downgrade is for like cups or rotary cups for the autofocus feature. I believe that is in the 2.0.6 version. You can correct me wrong if I'm wrong in the comments below if it's not in that version. But a lot of people like the autofocus for the rotary cups. The only problem with that is the measurements of the cups can be slightly off if you have tapers and those types of things. So just keep that in mind here. While we're here, you can also download Lightburn configuration. All of their machines are technically compatible with Lightburn, but there are going to be some features that are kind of frustrating to use and kind of hit or miss. So just keep that in mind. If you do use Lightburn, it's kind of a little bit of a process there. I personally don't use it. And then that basically covered the reasons why and when in those two situations. The when is kind of like if you're having issues with the program where it's stuttering, you can just reinstall the same version too. So like if you're having a issue with 3.0.0, just go back to that website and then make sure you go up to the top section here where it says 3.0.0 and you can download the latest version, it will then override that version with the download from the downloads folder again, and then you'll be back up and running. I get this question a lot in the community. You'll be surprised how many times this comes up, so I just wanted to make a quick video on it for you guys. Hopefully this helped you out. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments below.